好啦，欢迎大家回来 Syberia3。那上次我们偷到那个钥匙的图，这次呢我们要来修复吧。这是什么？哇，这是我房间。
How are you, Kate Walker? Is your departure from the clinic imminent?
I'm afraid not.
You seem upset. What's wrong?
I have to use a kind of key to open a door and finally get out of this place. It's a kind of a test, you know? A test that I passed, but the key didn't work. And when I compared it with an original, I saw it had been sabotaged. I'm getting the impression they're trying to keep us here by any means, Kirk. Whether we want to stay or not.
That's a serious accusation. Are you sure?
The proof is building up. First there's that key which doesn't work, and that bed you're trapped in, and your missing prosthesis.
It's true that I've been very weak since I began Madame Olga's treatment. But she says that it's normal. She calls it temporary secondary effects.
We really need to get out of here, Kirk.
Unfortunately, I cannot undertake the long migration of the ostriches without the mechanical leg, Kate Walker. But you, on the other hand, you can leave.
But how?
Show me the model of the key you told me about.
其实看起来，
Show me the model of the key instead, please.
其实看起来他的手是可以离开的啊，很奇怪。
That's what I thought. With this, my tribe smith should be able to repair your key. If, of course, you find a way to get it to him.
I doubt they have a postal service here.
Go onto the balcony. Our shaman's messenger is never very far. I use it to communicate with my people. You can give it the key. It'll take it to my tribe smith.
Got it. Thank you so much, Kirk.
好了，去看看要干嘛。
Hey you! Birdie! Birdie! I've got something for you! Hey there! That's it! Come on, come here! Hey you! Birdie! Birdie! I've got something for you!
看看你在干嘛？
Kirk's tribe's camp, I guess.
可是我要拿什么东西啊？
This must be Valsambor, the town Kirk told me about.
我要拿个东西吧。
About that bird, Kirk. I must be doing something wrong. It won't come to me when I call it.
It's true that the old owl is a bit of a lunatic. Have you tried to get it to land on the balcony?
No, but I don't see what I can use for that.
Look around the yard, Kate Walker. You may find something that might interest the bird.
哦，还要去找啊，
Why
原
not?
来。
I'll give it a shot. Thank you for your help, Kirk.
好，先去找一下院子那边找。啊，可以快一点吗？动作可以快一点吗？拜托。
The light, the wind, the heat. I can still feel it all. I dream of it every night.
每个人都在睡觉。
Burns. It still burns, even after all these years. The light, the wind, the
讲
heat.
过了，讲过了，
I
讲
can
过
still
了。
feel it all. I dream of it every night.
这是哪里？看不到。
I really tried. I tried to tell them I was a whole lot better. They just wouldn't listen.
Yeah. Anton fell asleep in the middle of the game again.
Anton 是谁？在哪里？谁呢？看一下。可是那里有东西啊。
Birds in the aviary are beautiful. My mother would have absolutely loved them. She loved birds. Always did.
Automaton birds?看下有没有？这是什么？ This key. I wonder if...
这是什么？安东的钥匙。好，随便。不问我为什么知道。好了，继续跑。回到鸟园。不过这里真的很蛮难看的，就是它那个。 就这样让我拿的吗？还可以再拿吗？不行。哦，这个精神病院真的蛮精神病的，去偷东西没有人鸟我。好，继续。 放在这吗？他刚刚教我是这吗？然后嘞？然后要启动它。 哟，
The owl flew away with the key, Kirk.
That's good news, Kate Walker. Now we only need...
Kirk,
被催眠了。
what's wrong?
Dr. Olga's treatment.
Kirk, can you hear me? Wake up.
Come, come. No need to be alarmed, Miss Walker.
Who are you? And what have you done to Kirk? You're the one who put him in this torture device.
Calm down, Miss Walker. I'm Dr. Olga Efimova.
I don't care who you are. Bring Kirk round. Immediately.
Fainting is a secondary effect inherent in the treatment, Miss Walker. Nothing more. In medicine, despite any discomfort, protocol must be respected.
Oh, you mean that horrible mechanical bed where that poor boy is waiting for a prosthesis that never comes? That's protocol? And I suppose the same is true for the absurd interrogation I had to go through.
You seem to have developed a singular paranoia since you came out of the coma. When we get the chance, I'll look into it. But for now, I'm going to ask you to please leave. I have to administer the next stage of the treatment to your young friend.
平静好了
Fine, I'm leaving. I hope all this is gonna help him.
Well then, I can't imagine why you might think the opposite, Miss
他拿针筒
Walker.
我走比较合适。
How is he?
Your young friend is reacting to the treatment very well. Everything is fine. He's resting.
Well, goodbye, Doctor.
I'll come by and see you very soon, Miss Walker. Don't worry.
哇，你的声音有够叽歪。我现在要干嘛？流血我要干嘛？再进来这边看看好了。
I'm happy. Dr. Mongoling asked me to look after the maintenance of the garden aviary.
但是钥匙在我手上哎。
Someone should have a word with the maintenance department.
现在没有提示我要干嘛，不是提示，就是说完全没有说到我要干嘛，我连任务目标都没有。
You seem somewhat upset. Try looking at the birds in the aviary. That should come.
哦，原来他给我的那个是
Have you
提
seen
示
the。mammoths too? Go tell the staff. That way maybe they'll believe me. And have you seen any dragons too?
还是我要回去看那个科什么科特吗？
What on earth could that quack have injected him with?
是看一下我要干嘛？你是回来了吗？修好的出口钥匙。好，那我走了。
Walker.
Kirk,
科科。
how do you feel?
Not very well, I'm afraid.
This situation can't go on, Kirk. So So what can I do to help you get out?
The best thing, Kate Walker, is for you to go alone. And if you really want to help me, once you are outside, go to Valsambor and try to recover my prosthesis from the craftsman. If you bring it back to me, Dr. Zamiatin will put it on, and I will be able to go back to my tribe.
Can we trust Dr. Zamiatin? I'm not so sure when I see what this clinic is like.
The man has always been a friend to the Ukols. And I'm sure he'll be able to help you leave the hospital.
Zamiatin.
And find the craftsman in Valsambor.
Okay. I promise to come back as soon as I can with your prosthesis, Kirk. Until then, hang in there.
Thank you, Kate Walker. And may the spirits be with you.
如果众灵跟我同在的话，不就是说众灵把我拥护成了你们的组长，然后你就要死了，对不对？你要离开了。好啦，终于可以离开这个鬼地方。稍微看了一下，有介绍这个游戏说
Well, what do you know? Damn key doesn't work.
就是不能这个游戏哦，完全不能分心。因为你分心会很多事情对不上。要不要拿回来啊？不用了。我终于完成一个半个场景了，起码有 loading 了。遵守院规。好，我来看一下，我现在要干嘛？你看得懂，我看不懂啊，大哥。要读一下吗？不读啊。为什么这个游戏明明是2017年的，完全怎么那么像2000几年的游戏啊，或者2010的？
If it's for a regular checkup, the doctor's offices are behind the reception area.
I'm here to see my husband. He's been here months and months.
等下那边有门开了。
Hello, Miss Walker. How very delightful to see you up and about. Even if I really have to admit that I'm a bit surprised. Our dear Dr. Olga painted a far darker picture of your current state of health.
你谁？
Dr. Efimova and Dr. Mangling want everyone to believe that I'm crazy, so they can justify keeping me here against my will.
Olga did indeed speak to me about your unfortunate penchant for paranoia. Be careful not to let such perilous perturbations flourish in your mind, Miss Walker. They may be the source of many of your difficulties. For you, and for those around you.
Sadly, I assure you that my accusations are well-founded, Dr. Zamiatin. I'm of perfectly sound mind.
我怎么知道他是谁呢？
Listen to me, Miss Walker. I know that waking up after a prolonged period in a coma is difficult. In such a context, anxiety attacks are very normal. But please, do not project it onto Dr. Olga. I'm not getting any younger, you know, and running this clinic is a very heavy burden. The last few years, Olga has shown she is capable of assisting me. I have every faith in her.
But...
The subject is closed, Miss Walker. Please tell me about that pendant you have around your neck. I must admit I noticed it as soon as you walked in.
belonged to Oscar, a friend who passed away.
I understand, Miss Walker. I myself have borne the weight of grief for decades now. Wearing a token from someone dear to you is a natural thing.
Dr. Syberia3, I promised Kirk I'd go to the craftsman in Valsambor and bring back his mechanical prosthesis. The poor boy has been waiting for it for ages, so I'd like to try to speed up the process. Would you tell me how to get there?
Now there's a truly noble initiative, Miss Walker. I asked my clockmaker friend Simon Steiner to manufacture the young Yukol's mechanical prosthetic leg. He's a capable craftsman and ingenious. You'll find him in his workshop, near the Valsambor port. I imagine he must almost be finished with his work by now. He makes amazing things. You'll see.
Can you authorize my release so that I can see Dr. Steiner? Unfortunately, I've been told that the clinic is in lockdown.
You will have to ask Dr. Olga, Miss Walker. She signed the current order to lock our establishment down. She's in charge of giving out the passes.
又是他。
This book should answer any of the questions you may have about our Yukol's friends. Farewell and bon voyage, Miss Walker.
Why did the Yukols ask you to heal Kirk?
On each of their migrations, the Yukol shamans and I have exchanged medical knowledge. Their trance therapy and materia medica have provided astounding results for my patients affected by psychological afflictions. In exchange, I do what I can to take care of those injured that they can't heal using their traditional medicine. Like, that poor boy who lost his leg.
How many ostrich migrations have you seen?
This is the third one. I'm lucky to have seen so many of them. It's a rare spectacle. Believe me, the great herd of ostriches accompanied by the Yukols, doomed to blindly follow their animals wherever they happen to roam. And they don't care about countries, wars, and borders.
You seem to like the Yukols, Dr. Syberia3.
They are a fascinating people, you know, and such astonishing medicine infused with shamanism. Without which, no doubt, you would have never arrived in this clinic alive, Miss Walker.
I get the impression that the Yukols aren't much liked around here.
Indeed. It would seem that most of the inhabitants of Valsambor are now quite hostile towards them. This wasn't the case a while back, you know. When I was young, the migration of the snow ostriches was an event widely welcomed with open arms in Valsambor.
Why the change in attitude?
Our region was actually somewhat devastated 20 years ago. Dramatic events changed the way people viewed the world. The people turned inward on themselves. They are less welcoming. And the fact that the Yukols have been stuck here, next to Lake Valsambor for several weeks, hasn't helped.
It's really necessary for me to ask Olga's permission to leave? You're the director of this clinic, after all.
Olga is my right-hand woman. I can't keep her uninvolved in current matters, Miss Walker. She is also currently your doctor. You should really talk with her about it. She isn't as evil as you seem to believe. You'll find her in her office, most probably.
Medical studies, alternative medicine manuals, great literature. Super collection.
好了，今天在这边结束好了，谢谢大家收看喽，拜拜。